What is one thing you were really proud about in high school? Oh.
Graduating.
You know, I had a really rough freshman and sophomore year. I was a bit of a wild child, and I kind of turned it around, got myself together, and got like a 4.0 my junior and senior year while taking like all college prep classes. So I guess that. What sports or clubs were you in? Well, I played football, I played basketball, and I ran track. I was also in National Honor Society, ASB, FBLA, and I think that's it.
What's FBLA?
It's Future Business Leaders of America. I did not become a business leader, as you can tell. What did you want to be in high school? Your favorite job? Whew. You know, like early on I wanted to work with animals, especially like, I didn't know if I wanted to be a marine biologist, but I wanted to do something where I was like working with aquatic animals. That could have been like a zookeeper or whatnot, but then, I don't know. Eventually I kind of gave that up because I also always loved literature and books, and so I moved towards teaching. What was your favorite memory in high school? I don't really have a favorite memory. I'll do the opposite. I have a sad memory and a warning story for all of you. My best friend in high school actually died. His name was Chad Moppin. He was my best friend from the age of 5 to 16, and I was supposed to ride with him on the way home from a basketball game one day, but chose not to. For whatever reason, I decided I was too tired to go out to eat afterwards, so I just went home with my parents, and he ran his car into a bridge going about 115 miles an hour, and the car blew up, and he died. So that's probably like my strongest memory of high school. It's not my favorite memory, but there was positives in it, just in the sense of like a lot of us from the high school sort of came together and became closer friends once we lost someone. But that's the thing that sticks with me most about high school. Did I have any high school crushes? Dear Lord. Yes. One's name was Molly Miller. Not related, even though I'm from a really small town.
That's gross.
Still kind of tingles a little bit, to be honest. And then another one was Heather Harps. She was my high school girlfriend and first like real love. But I haven't spoken to her in 10, 15 years, so I don't know. Bye.
What did you want to be in high school, your future job? When I was in high school, I wanted to be an animator. You see where I am now, art teacher. What was your high school nickname? Just Angie. I had some people call me A because there was a lot of Angelas in high school.
Huh?
Yeah, everyone else got to keep their name, but I got reduced down to a letter. What were you like in high school? Be honest. I was a nerd. And I was also a tomboy. I I grew up in the 90s. I had a big flannel phase, so yes, that's true. Yep, I was a nerd and a tomboy. I was a tomboyish nerd.
We should go out, Mike.
What was my favorite memory of high school? You know, there's really not just like one memory of high school, and it was always just like kickbacks with friends. Like finding an excuse to do nothing with people that you love was the best part of high school. I don't remember what I learned in any of my classes. I remember the friends I hung out with. So. It's a bad lesson. I remember all of the history I learned in high school. Did I have many high school crushes? Yeah. Oh yeah. Kind of like a different crush every week. And I was always convinced I was totally in love with that person. What is one thing I'm really proud about in high school? I would say that I could get along with anybody, that I had like a very diverse group of friends, different grades, different interests, different everything, and I kind of was able to get in every different circle, and genuinely, I wasn't just trying to be popular, but I actually found connections with all those people. That's my high school experience.
All right, let's see. So 3 questions. First question. Did you have many high school crushes? Yeah, I completely had a high school crush on my co-editor for the like, it was like a magazine in school, and we dated for like 2 times, and then she super dumped me. I had other crushes as well, but that was the most dramatic one by far. All right. Second question. What were you like in high school? Be honest. Pretty much like I am as an adult. Really, really dorky. I played Dungeons & Dragons, and I still play Dungeons & Dragons. I play video games, and I still play video games. The only thing that has changed is it is okay now to be dorky. Let's see. Last one here. Who was your favorite teacher and why? The teacher that inspired me to be a teacher was, I'm trying to remember her name. She was an English teacher. She was super nice, and she knew that I loved writing, so she let me teach like a lesson on how to start a creative writing, like get a creative writing idea. So I did this like card game with students where they had to pick cards off of piles, and each card represented a different kind of aspect of a story, and then the kids had to put it together and write a story, and I took an entire block period to teach a lesson to my kids, and I knew then that I wanted to be a teacher.
Which subjects were your favorite, and which were mine? The subjects in high school, when I was in high school, my favorite subject was math. I just always loved math since I was just a little kid, so math just came easy to me, I guess. And my mom used to always tell me when I was a little kid that math is what we do in life every day. You want to go to the store to buy things, you have to use money in order to spend money wisely, you know how much you have to spend. Math is involved, so I caught on the math real quick. So another one would be reading. That was another subject, language arts. Just love to read and write, and so those two kind of go hand in hand. You know, I like to share my thoughts on paper. So reading and writing classes were always, and math were my favorite. Next question.
Oh yeah, that's back testing. You're right. So try to come tomorrow if you're up for it. Yeah. So you're not gonna make that.
Was I a bad student?
Have a good day. Thank you.
What's the worst thing I've done? In high school, I wasn't a bad student at all. I'm not bragging, but I was well behaved because coming from my family, my mom, I was just me and my mom, no brothers and sisters. I was the only child, but I was very respectful. And that's how I was raised. I was also raised in the church too, though. I don't know if that helps, but I have a lot of respect for people, especially adults, you know, and even my peers. So, and also I was kind of laid back in high school. I wasn't like an outgoing type person. Involved in sports a lot, and so that kind of kept me that kept me grounded. You know, the discipline that comes with going to practice and doing what I had to do, plus doing schoolwork as well, time management. You know, I just knew I had to do what I had to do. So I guess I had a lot of respect for school in general and people. My favorite memory. What was your favorite memory in high school? Wow, that's a good one. I guess my favorite memory in high school would be when I was a sophomore at Cleveland High School.
Ew.
And my teacher, my math teacher at the time, told me that I had a gift of helping others. And because I'd always finish my math work before everyone else went in the class, and he was like, well, I'll tell you what, since you have a gift of doing it well, doing it so quickly, why don't you go ahead and help me grade and tutor your peers. I was like, I can do that? You feel comfortable with me doing that? He was like, yeah. And so I was an honor student, man.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so then that right there,
I hate that.
So then that was the biggest memory I remember. He just told me, he was like, I'm going to assign you to be my, he didn't call it a TA, his assistant to tutor and to grade his paper. So that was a sophomore year in high school. I'll never forget that. Mr. Jim Reagan. So that would be it.
You have friends in high school. Are you guys still friends? Yes, I did have some friends in high school. Mostly did kind of the things that I did. They were into music. They were into. I was into skiing and climbing and skateboarding, and had a lot of friends who did the same kinds of things. I'm still friends with a few of them. I'm from Salt Lake City, so I'm not from here, but have 3 or 4 friends that I still see every time I go back. So, yeah, but mostly lost touch with 90% of them. So, cool. Let's see. What was your high school nickname? First name's Kevin, so I got called like Special K. Anything with a K, Kev, K-Dog, K-Tron, K, Kielbasa, just anything with a K. So, lots of those. Were you a bad student? What's the worst thing you've done? I was always like pretty good academically, but I got in trouble a little bit with like pranks and just kind of like messing around sometimes. Trying to think of some of the pranks we did. We did some pranks with milk. We did some different. We did some stuff, but you know I had to learn.
Classified.
But I was classified. Did some classified things, but I was always held it down grade wise. So yeah. But you know, learned a few lessons. High school's a good place to do that. So cool.
All right, so I think number one question I draw is, what was my high school nickname? So I have 2. One is Enrique. If you ask Mr. Epstein, then he knows, because I live in a town in Idaho. There's a lot of Latino students, and then the teacher didn't know how to like pronounce my name, so they named me Enrique. And then there's another nickname I have when I was in high school. My friend started is Tyrone. And I'm not joking. If you ask my friends, if I bring my the alumni Rainier Beach alumni, they will know me by either Enrique or Tyrone. Yeah. Did you have friends in high school? And are you guys still friends? Yes, I had a lot of friends in high school, and we are still friends. It's just that now we don't have time to like, we don't have like a common time, so we don't really go out and kick it. But we still kick it once in a while. Yeah. They're like not just my friend, they're like my homies for life. Was I or were you a bad student? What is the worst thing you've done? For me, yes, I was a horrible student. I sleep in every class. My GPA, my graduating GPA was 2.2. I skip, and I have like those letters that tells me I have to go to court. Right, so it's and I fight in school. Yeah, it's in the file. You will know. I kick people in the face and stuff. And I'm not joking. It's in it's in those, like, you know, it's in archive. So I think I was a horrible student. Horrible student. So the b-boy, I was just a breakdancer. Yeah, I got in jail and stuff. Well, kicking me in the face because people stole my shoes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Stole my shoes, and then they punched me first, and I was hell mad. I was like, oh man, no, you don't just punch me in the face after you stole my shoes. So you can ask Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore was grabbing me. He's like, oh, don't fight him. And I was like, okay, you holding my hands? Sure. I have my feet, so I just bam, kicked them in the face, and then everybody was like, ooh. So that was like probably the worst thing I did. Not really proud of it. Peace is important, so I you know, yeah, but don't punch people in the face though. So okay, so like if people punch you in the face, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to it's like act of passion or something.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh. Did you have many high school crushes? Yeah, I had one. No, two. She had, this was rare in Utah, she had a second ear piercing right here. That was pretty cool. The other was an artist. No one had a crush on me though. I've confirmed that. What's one thing you really wanted in high school and couldn't get?
A female.
I don't know. I pretty much got everything I wanted. I was very lucky.
Thank you.
I don't get to answer anymore.
I mean,
Do you want to?
oh,
Excuse me. Yeah, this is fun. Let's answer more.
Oh.
Let's do this. All right. Here we go. Did you have friends in high school? Yes. I had many friends in high school. We have a very close group of friends that we still chat with each other pretty much every day. And are you guys still friends? Yes, that's just that part. We celebrate every year Festivus for the rest of us. What sports clubs were you in? I was in debate club. I was the champion of the debate club. I was the president of the German club. So.
Oh, die steht.
Ja, mein Deutsch ist sehr gut.
Okay, ¿qué pasó?
Nein. Who was your celebrity crush in high school? To be honest, I didn't have any. Natalie Portman from the prequel Star Wars, maybe.
I like Randall Cross from English.
I don't know what that is.
Why not? Just not in front of your kids.
Yeah, that's okay. Sure. Let's see what else. Who was your favorite teacher? Myself. No, my favorite teacher was history teacher named Mr. Mitchell. He was fun. I still have his posters in my room. Let's see. What subjects were your fave? I guess that means favorite, short of favorite. And which word? Why? History, politics. They are my favorite for sure. English was all right. I did not like math. Sorry, math department, but math was not my thing. All right, let's see what else we got. Come on, answer all of these. Now I'm curious. I'll return your question. Yes, in physics class we didn't pay any attention, and we took advantage of the teacher. Like, in retrospect, he should have adapted some classroom management principles that just were not there. What was your high school nickname? I didn't have one.
What a cool kid.
We didn't have nicknames in high school.
Then what did you have?
Our names. What was your favorite memory in high school? Favorite memory in high school. We used to go get lunch every day. We used to drive and we'd have certain days of the week where we'd go get certain things. That was my favorite memory. Was it Taco Tuesday? We'd go to the grocery store on Monday. Little Caesars on Tuesday, I think.
Nobody will Tuesday so much.
I don't. And Wednesday would be like hamburgers, Wendy's. Kids meal. It was only like $2.99. You got Frosty, you got drink, you got hamburger, you got fries, you got toy. It was sweet. I think we'd do the grocery store again. And then Friday, I don't remember. Friday was free for all. So. I think that's all of it, right? That's fun.
What were you like in high school? Be honest. I was part of the skater crew, and I don't know, I didn't really like high school. Went there, did my business, and then would leave as soon as possible and go skating pretty much every day of the week. Was not very social with people, so I didn't really talk a whole lot with other people other than people in our skate crew. And yeah, like I didn't really go to sports events or dances or any of that kind of stuff. I was kind of just like doing our own thing. Did you have many high school crushes? Not really. That goes with the antisocial thing. I was also not very comfortable around girls, so I might have had a crush or two, but never anything serious happened. I had one girlfriend we dated for like 3 or 4 months. That was the one dance I went to, was I think senior prom. I took her to senior prom, and then it broke up. When we broke up, it was pretty much my only high school romance.
Who was your celebrity crush in high school? Oh my goodness. Young Jessica Alba, when she was in the show Dark Angel. She was like, she's probably the same age as me, but she was very pretty. All right, next one. What's one thing you really wanted in high school that you couldn't get? A girlfriend. All right. What were you like in high school? I'll be honest. I was a jokester. I liked telling jokes. I liked to be the center of attention. So absolutely nothing has changed. Did you have friends in high school? Yes, and I'm still friends with a lot of them.